Hey, do you know Delta Vector? That game I'm developing? The one that is turn-based racing? Yeah, it has officially been released. You can play it right now. Alright guys, so welcome to a new video. As you've just seen, making this video to announce that the Delta Vector game has been officially released. It is on Steam, you can play it right now, and it's actually been out for a couple of days. I wanted to make a video on the day that it released, but I'm very busy at work, so I had no time. Used all the free time to just release a simple release trailer, but yeah, so now today is Friday, I have some free time and I can actually make this video, and I wanted to share it with you guys and show what the final game looks like, how it is in the end, with all the new tracks and new cars and new... It's some of you have already played the demo, but yeah, it has improved a lot less bugs, still has some bugs. I'm fixing them as people tell me that they exist. I just found out that one car doesn't have sound and the other track doesn't have the working finish line. But anyways, there's no critical bugs, it's only like minor things, and so I'm really working on just getting the final adjustments done. But anyways, what matters is that the game is out and it's doing super well. Maybe not necessarily on sales, but everyone has talked to me about it. Everyone is giving me compliments on how they like it and find it innovative. There may not have been so many people that have played it. We don't have not even, I think, 100 copies sold yet, but everyone that plays it enjoys it and tells me about it, so it's a very nice, fun experience to share with everyone. And it has been such a crazy journey because the effort was so high. I spent really hundreds of hours developing the game. Everyone on YouTube always say, oh, developing a game is so hard, and it's actually true. There's so many things that you have to do. It's not only about the code, because I have the facilitation of having AI helping me on code, but code isn't everything. Creating the whole game is very tough, but in the end I'm very happy that I managed to finish it. You know, we all have a tendency to sometimes not finish things, and I did finish the game. It's officially released from start to finish, and now I have delivered it, so I'm very proud. I wouldn't say that I have included every single feature I wanted in the game. There are still many things that I think would be cool, but it gets to a point where you really need to start focusing on finishing, because otherwise you start adding a new feature and then a new feature, and then you think of something else and you do it, and then you think of something else and you do it, and when you notice months went by and you still don't have like a finished set. So it got to a point that I said, okay, this is enough. There could still be more features, but I want to finish it and then release it, and so I put a stop in the new ideas. I left it as it was and started actually creating the tracks and the content and polishing to then deliver, and it worked out in the end. I mean, there are many features already. I don't think we should have more, and for a first game I think it's good enough. But so yeah, in this video I want to show you, make like a gameplay of the actual game, show you guys how the final build, final version looks like. Has many more tracks, many more cars. The AI actually works now. The AI was probably the hardest part to develop in the game. Making a functional AI that you can race against and that doesn't go out of the track or doesn't cheat was very hard. And also in the beginning I plan on doing like a quick tutorial on how the game works. I know that it has many things that are not usual in games, so I think it's good that I actually explain people how to play, so you can also learn how to play Delta Vector in this video to play for yourself. Alright, so here we are in the actual game. This is the main menu. It's been revamped. It's a little better. You have these cool buttons that pop a little bit when you hover over them, and then you also have the tooltip on top of the buttons. So yeah, the main menu is a bit more polished. When you start the game, you don't actually let me reset all progress, just because before I reset all progress, just let me show you guys. You have all of these challenges, and each challenge is a new different car and a different track, and so you have all of these options. And the idea is that every time that you complete a challenge, you unlock the next one, right? But just for me to show you guys, so when the game begins, you have the stream modes locked. Don't think that necessarily it means that you have, how can I say it? It doesn't mean that they are not available, it's just that you have to play the first challenge to unlock them. Once you play the first challenge, then they become unlocked. Then you also have the garage. I should have shown this just before resetting the progress, because then I could have shown you guys the actual cars. But in a way that's good, because then no spoilers. But every time that you complete a challenge, you unlock a car. And every time that you complete a challenge, you unlock a track. So you can play in time trial any of the tracks that you completed in challenge using any of the cars that you unlocked in challenges. You have easy and hard mode. Basically, they are the same game, exactly the same. It's just that the easy has some small assists on the UI, so you have like a prediction of where your car will end up, and you also can see like a color coding showing if the car will brake or accelerate, which makes it a bit easier. I prefer to play it on hard because I think it looks cleaner, but I'm gonna be playing on easy here just to show you guys how the assists work. So yeah, let's start with the first one. You guys already saw both this car and this track in the other videos, but it's the first track, it's the tutorial track. As I mentioned here, it's my grandfather, the one who taught me how to play Corrida de Vetores. Then you have this quick tutorial. Click the red dots to spawn your car. Click on the move indicators closer to your car to deaccelerate, in the middle to maintain speed, and furthest away from the car to accelerate. You can also turn while braking, turn while maintaining speed, and accelerate while turning. You can use the numpad. That's a pretty cool one because you always move using 9 move indicators, right? The braking ones, the maintaining ones, and the accelerating ones. So because it's always 9 exactly move indicators, you can replicate it by, for example, for this one you use 7, and for this one 9. So I think it's a good way to play. I personally like a lot to play on the numpad. You have to reach the checkpoints to finish a race, so if you miss a checkpoint you will not be able to finish. You really have to go through all checkpoints. Yeah, in the end you win by crossing the finish line. So yeah, let me just do this first try here to demonstrate how it works. Basically, first of all, you have this switch zoom mode, right? So in switch zoom mode you can freely zoom in and out and move the camera around. And if you have the switch zoom mode, the speed zoom mode on, it automatically zooms out for you, which is a cool feature because as you go faster you need to see the track further. But yeah, so how does it work? Here our speed would be 4, right? Because it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So the middle move indicator would always be if you maintain the exact speed, so you're not turning and you're not accelerating or braking, so you end up here. To calculate where you're going, you just basically need to get your current move. Our current move is 4 to the left. That means that it's over here. If we turn 1 above, so now our speed would be 1, 2, 3, 4 to the left and 1 up, you know, so it's like an L. That's why the move indicators are over here. And let me try and make a sharper turn. Yeah, so now our speed is 1, 2 to the right, 1, 2 up. So it's half square in a way. And then you can see that the move indicators here, you have some green ones. These ones are the ones that you are not accelerating or braking. So if you choose any of these green move indicators, that means that your speed will decrease, which is good for entering a corner. If you choose the yellow ones, it means that you're maintaining, not accelerating, but not braking as well. And the red ones mean that you are actually going to accelerate the car. In a race, you want to always do it as fast as possible. In this game, as fast as possible means in as little turns as possible. So you want to always accelerate when possible, when applicable. But if you accelerate too much, you will end up going outside of the track. So let me try and do this corner without braking, alright? So I'm just gonna accelerate flat out. And now I'm gonna start turning and turning, but I'm still accelerating. And as you can see, the car didn't really turn over here. it turned, but not so much because the car was too fast. And if you enter a corner too fast, instead of turning, you're just gonna go straight up. And what ends up in the end is that you end up in the gravel. And so now our speed has been reset to 1, and you have to crawl back into the asphalt. It's a very bad situation you don't wanna be in. And also you get this +5 penalty here because you're getting penalized for going outside of the track. So in the end, now I'm gonna do a correct corner here. Let's accelerate a bit because you always want to accelerate when possible. We're already at speed 6, so that's good enough. Let's try and maintain speed here. So we're maintaining the 6, and as you can see, we are actually turning. We're going a bit too fast, so I'm braking a bit. I had to brake a bit in the corner. It was very much in the limit, but it's a almost perfect corner, right? Because you were able to actually turn the car and keep speed on. Maybe it would have been better if I closed the curve a little bit more. It should have been more in the apex, but that's alright. The curve, not every curve is perfect. And so yeah, this is the basic idea of the game. Here, for example, our speed is 1, 2, 2 down and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the left. 6 actually. So yeah. Also, you have this. Over here you have a blue ball which shows where your next move would be, right? So this is just a small assistance for new players so that you can actually assume where the car will end up if you make the exact same move. It's a prediction. But yeah, anyways, so basically this was the tutorial part. I know you guys already seen this track, I already showed it in previous videos, so let me show you some other things. Here you have the time trial mode, right? So for example, we already unlocked the neon lights, 12 parsecs, interlocking, and so that means that you can actually play in those tracks when you go in the time trial. And you can, for example, if you want, you can use the Tron bike inside the interlocking, so you can really mix up. There's some very special cars and there's some very special tracks, and you can always mix them up and get some cool combinations. Here you have the Tron bike with the lights that are supposed to be used in the neon lights track, but yeah, you can do it whatever you want. And so another interesting thing that I also would like to show you guys is the PvE. Yeah, so PvE is actually playing against an AI. You can play PvP, basically local PvP, where you play against a friend. So for example, one player makes a move, then another player makes a move. One can use the mouse, another can use the numpad, or both can use the mouse. Anyways, but it's just move after move. You can play with a friend, couch co-op. One day maybe I can include online play, but I guess it's just a bit too complex for me right now, and so I'm a bit scared of setting up a server or anything. And so for now it's just local co-op, just for the fun of it, nothing serious. You won't unlock anything, but yeah, try it out with a friend, see who can get the better time. And if you don't have friends, then you can have an AI friend which will race against you. So let's go in the Vector Valley track again, and let's use the McLaren. So we're playing against an AI in the Vector Valley track, and I just wanted to show you guys how it works. So yeah, it plays by itself. I'm gonna put here in the screen a quick video demonstrating how the AI thinks. It's very cool because it does this like tree pathing where it analyzes basically what the AI is doing. It looks at these 9 indicators, and then it calculates that if it goes here, then it would generate another 9 indicators, here another 9 indicators, and so on. So it calculates, I guess for the moment, 8 times in the future all the possible moves, and then you have millions of possible moves. As you can see in the screenshot, sometimes the AI calculates that it can go in the grass, then it's red because it knows the grass is bad. Sometimes it knows it can go backwards, but it's also bad because it's supposed to go in the direction of checkpoints. Then it also gets rewarded for going as fast as possible. So maintaining a high speed also gives it a good score. And so yeah, and in the end, it just really tries to make a lap as fast as possible. I had to tune the AI a bit down, because otherwise it's just perfect, right? If you get the perfect AI, it will do every time the same path along the track. So I made it a bit dumber, so it would be fun to compete against, but it was very hard to do. I think the hardest thing of the whole game was setting up this AI. I spent like hours and hours, and it didn't make sense, it didn't work. I tried and retried many times. I thought about doing a video specifically showing again how I did the AI, but yeah, I don't know if it would be maybe too technical. But anyways, so yeah guys, I think this is it. I showed quite a lot of the game. I don't want to show all of the other tracks because otherwise you get too many spoilers. Last thing I want to show, so I got the Bing Rally special tracks. From you guys that have been watching me for a long time, you know that we have the Rally Challenge, right? So these 5 stages, you play with the actual cars from our Bing Rally Automation BeamNG competition. So you start off with the Apollo Mark II, Bing Rally Special 2, you have the Avante, then you also have the Falco SLA, all the cars that we used to see in the Rally series, BeamNG Rally series. I have put them here and you can play with them. So yeah guys, this is it. This is the final video, official release video. Thank you for watching if you watched until here, and thank you for playing if you actually bought the game. Hope you enjoy. Don't forget to leave a review on Steam, that would help me a lot as well, really helps boost the game's visibility. And thank you for everyone who supported me, because a lot of people motivated me to keep going and to finish this project. Who knows, maybe I'll do a second game, maybe I'll improve Delta Vector, I don't know. But yeah, thank you and have a nice one.